hasn't just been this season. It's been over multiple manager, multiple years.
I think I've heard this with other lyrics.
Care to recite those?
Maybe some other time. Round of 16 action just moments away. The two teams and the referees heading out onto the pitch.
Surprised Ray's not here to do the Andre Gomes version.
Just letting it all sink in. Maybe one of the final times for Javier Mascherano. Take a look at the starting lineups here today for Ernesto Valverde. Cillison, the cup keeper. You take a look at the front six, though, and other than Gomes, pretty much what you'd expect to see in a big match, and this is a big match. Celta Vigo proving to be hard to beat.
And that's the reason why Barcelona weren't able to put some of their more B players in there, like what we have seen previously in the Copa del Rey.
Well, you just take a look here at Juan Carlos Unzue's lineup, and as you mentioned, things with Emre Mor changing. Maxi Lopez has been, Maxi Gomez make that phenomenal, providing a physical presence up front for Aspas to play off of, but Aspas will have to carry a bit more of the load. The former Dortmund phenom on the bench. But note Rafinha also in the stadium, sitting next to for defensive throw-ins. Chance quickly. Messi cuts to his left. Wrong foot Gomez. Ridden to the turf by Mayo, but cleanly, said the referee, who had a good view.
I love
into his holding role.
There's not much in that, is there, from Hugo Mayo. Of course, clattering into the back, but doesn't seem to be overly illegal. Great touch.
And now it's a chance on the break. Messi holds off the challenge, but waited long enough for Johnny to be able to block the pass. He'll get another chance from distance, but down quickly Sergio Alvarez.
Took a slight deflection, but what a touch that was from Luis Suarez. Not showing any rust with his touches whatsoever. Also have to credit the work there to win the ball back by Andre Gomes. But that touch from Suarez to play Messi through was absolutely wonderful.
Kind of interesting. Three in the back with the fullbacks sliding over in for Messi.
Oh, it's in.
Slaps it home off the fingertips of Sergio. A brilliant volley, and Barca's in front.
What a hit, but what a mistake from the Celta defense. So surprised that ball was allowed to squirt through the edge of the box. And it falls to the most dangerous man in world football. He has had a goal a game this season, with Coutinho watching from the stands. The ball sent in. No defender was able to get a touch onto it. It's such a narrow corridor. Suarez with the presence of mind and the awareness to let that ball slide through. He could have taken a touch, the Uruguayan. He has eyes on the back of his head, knowing that Messi's just in behind him with no Celta players around him. Plenty of separation there between Messi and the late arriving left back Johnny, who's struggling to get into position.
Talked about Jordi Alba. Messi, Suarez thought about it, instead goes far side. Alba, Messi, make it two!
Oh, it's simply world class. But again, rewind the tape. The first touch from Messi to get by the defender. It's the slightest hesitation with his body. Goes to the outside, creates space from his marker. It is absolutely brilliant, the give and go. But take a look as the ball comes into Messi. That first touch to distance himself from the defender. It's maybe not the thing you notice, because the finish was again wonderful. You don't see it there, but the way he gets away from that cluster of Celta bodies is absolutely genius. The return ball from Alba, first time, as Messi's coming towards the ball, getting away from the marker. Poor defending again from Celta, but how do you stop that sort of genius? It's a masterclass in 15 minutes. My word. Oh, what can you do?
Holmes keeps it alive, finds Messi. The ball finds Messi again. Iniesta trying to squirt inside, does, and chips it over the bar. Could not keep the shot down.
It's a masterclass for Messi. Back heel to continue the run from Iniesta, plays him on. Doesn't have a lot of time to think about this shot. Iniesta is just able to get that little space in between the two center backs, but that is just another moment of pure magic from the number 10. Gets to the defender, Sergi Gomez, to slip. Ex-Barcelona B pair so far have had a night.
Gomes spotting the run and taking it himself. 2 assists and add a goal. It's 3-0 Barca, and it's Jordi Alba's world.
Just leaves you speechless, this sort of football. The ball into Alba is out of this world. Finally getting repaid for the constant work he's done up and down that left-hand side, creating goals, always making himself an option, but this time he's the recipient of this moment of pure magic. Messi from this position, that ball that just loops into the box. Alba's completely onside. He's about a yard or two on, no question about that. But the way that Messi gets his ball to dip and curl around the entire Celta defense, splits that line. Alba doesn't even catch this too cleanly. It looks like he's slipping. He's just able to catch it as he's going to ground. And he looks right away to Messi. That ball was millimeter perfect to find him. This has been really one of the best performances.
Suarez just not enough to find Gomes. Deflected back and buried. The pass back with the deflection right in the path of El Pistolero, who nets a fourth.
It's getting out of hand now for Celta. We expected a close game. Knew Barcelona was favored, but not quite like this. They've turned it on in a way that, well, when you watch it, you know you're seeing something very, very special. The pressure, the ability and link up in the final third. This is the expression we've seen from this poor goalkeeper, Sergio, throughout the game. I don't think he even knows where he is anymore. The settle from Messi originally, the strength as well to hold off the defender, Johnny. And Ciso here's got to think quicker. He can't go that way. That's the wrong direction to go.
Well, he's
poor awareness, Phil.
Trying to find Sergio, but his pass actually hits Johnny, which takes it right into the path of that man.
Where's his peripheral vision?
Scrambling forward with the flag down. Gomez cuts in, but can't get the shot away. Semedo with a goal-saving tackle.
Did so well here, the Uruguayan, to twist and turn his way past Vermaelen, and the pace of Semedo to make up the lost ground and get himself in the way. Bit sloppy out wide there from Semedo. Gomez, that burst of acceleration, but right there, you think he's going to shoot it. That's certainly what Vermaelen thinks. And the striker puts Vermaelen on his backside, does so well to cut it back to his right, but how important was that?
Maybe things a little easier than it used to be with training centers and the like, but there are managers. As Dembele just touches it away from Fontes, creates a 3v1, cuts back to his left, deflected shot wide. Hugo Mayo destroying what would have been a fairy book goal.
They love it, the Barcelona fans. That's Dembele at his very best. That's what we saw from him at Borussia Dortmund. He is so quick, he's so tricky, but there maybe should have looked for the pass. He had 2 options. I know the fans love it, as you should watching at home. That was a lovely
throw.
Look at this counter. Does well there, absorbs the challenge. He fakes like he's going to go to the inside, cuts it back out. He does have options. He did have a window to play that through ball to his left.
Headed into the and he hits the bullseye. 5-0 Barca.
Well, no excuse now for the Celta defense. That is just very poor man marking. Another delivery from Dembele, and Rakitic all alone in the heart of the box. That is simply inexcusable. He's had some beautiful passes in this game. Rakitic nearly pulled off the back heel just moments ago. And now was able to get a free header. All the markers converging at the near posters. Why are there 3 players around Arnaiz?
And they have 2 defensive midfielders in there, and neither one spots.
No, it's Andre Gomes. Look at all those blue kits around Andre Gomes. There's 3 or 4 players circling him. No one decided to stay with Rakitic. That is a miscommunication. That looks like amateur defending.